Another piece of evidence that supports the possibility of living in a virtual world is UFO sightings. Some scientists argue that these sightings could indicate the existence of advanced civilizations that are capable of creating simulated realities with AI technology and quantum computers. Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the concept of whether we're living in a virtual world. Have you ever wondered if the world you live in is real or if it's all just a simulation? Science fiction has talked about the idea of living in a virtual world for a long time, but recent technological advances and scientific theories have brought up the idea again. One of the best-known movies of simulated reality is The Matrix. The story takes place in a dystopian future where machines have taken over the world and are using human beings as a source of energy. To keep humans docile and under control, the machines have created a simulated reality known as The Matrix, which is designed to look and feel like the real world. Might this be more than simply a movie storyline, though? In the scientific community, there is a lot of debate over whether or not we are living in a virtual world. Some people say that there is evidence that a simulated world exists, while others say that the idea is just a guess. As we learn more about this subject, we need to look at the supporting data and hypotheses. This will help us figure out what kind of effects living in a virtual world might have on how we see the real world. One famous quote by Elon Musk on the topic of virtual worlds is, "There's a 1 in a billion chance we're in base reality." This means that he probably thinks there is a good chance that we are living in a simulated or virtual reality right now. Nick Bostrom, a philosopher, made the simulation argument, which is one of the best reasons why virtual worlds could work. According to his statements, one of the following must be true. Either technology never advances to the point where civilizations can make accurate simulations of their own pasts. Civilizations that have this ability choose not to make such simulations. Or we are almost certainly living in a simulation. Any of these claims can seem plausible at first glance. However, it becomes evident from a closer look that each claim has a unique set of ramifications that need to be properly taken into account. What does it say about the limits of technology? For example, if civilizations never get to the point where they can make simulations that look and act like real life? What does the fact that a simulation exists say about reality and the idea of free will, on the other hand? When we look at the effects of the simulation argument, we must take into account the data that backs it up. Due to the development of quantum computers, which can do certain calculations much faster than regular computers. What is the difference between quantum computer and regular computers? Regular computer is like a library with many books, but you can only read one book at a time. A quantum computer is like having the ability to read all the books at once, giving you access to a vast amount of information in a very short amount of time. Imagine that you have a task that takes a regular computer 10 years to complete. But with a quantum computer, you might be able to do the same thing in just a few minutes. Some scientists have started to think about the possibility of a simulated world. This is because some scientists have said that AI technology and quantum computing could potentially be used to create a virtual world that is just like the real world. Quantum computing could provide the processing power needed to simulate complex environments, and AI technology could be used to create and control the behavior of intelligent agents in the simulated world. With AI technology and quantum computing, a virtual world could potentially be created. Quantum computing could provide the processing power needed to simulate complex environments, and AI technology could be used to create and control the behavior of intelligent agents in the simulated world. However, it is important to note that the development of such a technology is still in its early stages, and there are many technical and ethical challenges that would need to be overcome. If the simulation argument turned out to be true, it would have huge effects on what we know about the world. That would mean that what we know about the world isn't always right, and that what we thought we knew about how things work may not be as true as we thought before. Scientists have made quantum computers, which can do some types of calculations much faster than regular computers as technology improves. Because of this, some people have begun to think about the idea of virtual reality. It is thought that AI technology and quantum computing could be used to create a virtual world that looks and feels like real life. Because these powerful computers were used, the people who lived in these simulated universes would have no idea that they were in a made-up place. A totally immersive virtual reality experience is also something some experts think is becoming more likely as AI and quantum computing technology develop. This begs the question, how do we know we're not currently living in a virtual world if we can make one that is indistinguishable from the actual one? Quantum computing has a lot of effects and could change the way we see the world in a big way. The potential of AI technology and quantum computing, and the chance that we could someday be able to build a virtual reality that is identical to the real one, is an exciting proposition. Sightings of UFOs. The explanation of the Fermi paradox and its effects. According to the Fermi paradox, it is quite likely that there exist intelligent life forms elsewhere in the cosmos if there are billions of stars in the galaxy that resemble the Sun and many of them have planets like Earth. Yet we haven't communicated with any of these civilizations, which begs the question of why. The significance of UFO sightings is explained. The possibility of UFO sightings serving as proof of the presence of intelligent civilizations with the means to traverse space and time makes them important. These civilizations might be able to build a virtual reality similar to what is shown in the movie The Matrix. Examination of the hypothesis that UFO sightings are a sign of highly sophisticated civilizations throughout history. There have been many reports of people seeing UFOs. One of the most famous was the pilot Kenneth Arnold's report in 1947. Gordon Cooper and Edgar Mitchell, two astronauts, have also reported seeing UFOs while they were in orbit. There are many more people who have seen UFOs as well. Even though these sightings don't necessarily prove the existence of advanced civilizations, they do provide evidence that can't be easily ignored. Debate about the probable creation of a virtual reality by sophisticated civilizations. If advanced civilizations really exist, they might be able to build a virtual world employing cutting-edge computing equipment, such as quantum computers. If so, it's possible that we're living in a virtual world that a post-human civilization created. The information and arguments given suggest that it might be possible to live in a virtual world, even though the idea is still hypothetical and has not been proven. A greater comprehension of our reality and our place in the cosmos may be achieved in the future as a result of UFO encounters and the advancement of AI and quantum computer technologies. An overview of the facts pointing to the viability of virtual world habitation based on the simulation argument, AI technology, quantum computing, and the importance of UFO sightings. There is evidence that we may be living in a virtual world made by more advanced civilizations. When people see UFOs, it could mean that there are advanced civilizations out there that are capable of making a virtual world like this. Acknowledge the need for additional study and investigation. More research and study are needed to fully understand what it would be like to live in a virtual world. We must keep pushing the boundaries of AI technology and quantum computing and learning more about how the world we live in works. Lastly, some observations on the effects of living in a virtual environment. It has important ramifications for our concept of reality and the nature of consciousness because we might be inhabiting a virtual environment. What does the fact that we're experiencing a simulated reality say about who we are and why we're here? This idea makes us question what we think is real and raises important questions about how the universe works. So, what do you think? Are we living in a virtual world? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content.